Hello Aries, thanks for joining me for your October of 2022 Psychic Tarot reading. My name is Vickieverlie and you can find me at vickieverlie.com. Rock and Roll Prophetess on YouTube. Don't be fooled by imposters. The decks we're going to be using today is going to be in honor of All Hallows Eve. We're going to switch it up and use all the spooky decks. So we're going to start with the Dark Mansion Tarot for the first part of the reading. Then we're going to go over it with the Deviant Moon Tarot. And then if you're a level 2 Patreon supporter, there's going to be some additional cards pulled from the Tarot del Fuego. Okay, let's get into the reading. Eclipse season is starting. So I'm just starting with you right now. And here, another thing that's going on for you, Aries, it's going to be your full moon this month. And that full moon is happening on the 9th. So you get one new moon and one full moon a year. And so this is it. Now your full moon is a time when things come to fruition. They come to full view. It can be like a breaking point the guides are coming through with. It's a point where things come that's been brewing may burst forward or bubble up or burst forward. And after the full moon, and at that point, from the full moon on, when we enter into the waning moon, the full moon in your sign is also a very powerful time for you to release. So anything you're trying to release, very powerful, clear it on out of there, because by the time we get to the 25th of October, we're moving into eclipse season. So we're going to have eclipse season starting on October 25th at 2 degrees of Scorpio. So not in your sign, but still everybody feels it. And it is like the guides are coming through with a monumental shift. So a monumental shift. But eclipse season, And then when we get into the next month of November, we'll have the full moon, and that's when the things can really be eclipsed out of your life. But starting new things, starting out on these new beginnings, clear out on your full moon. And then when we get to the new moon eclipse, this is the time to really... They're saying, light the world on fire. I might put that as your headline right there. Light the world on fire. Light the world on fire. Fire! Okay, Aries, what do we got here? First card out we have is 9 of Pentacles. Nice. That's a money card. Followed by the Queen of Swords. This, we have the Tower. So there you go. There's that full moon energy. The 2 of Cups in the recent past. The Sun above you. 4 of Swords. Page of Wands. 8 of Swords. Or is that the 7? 7 of Swords, excuse me. Ace of Pentacles. And the final outcome is that the Chariot? I'm honestly not even sure what this is. Oh, it's a 6 of Cups. Okay, there's the cups up there. Yeah, this is a really cool deck. It's called the Dark Mansion Tarot. This is one of my favorite decks. Oh, I did this wrong. I actually did this wrong. I did it backwards for you, but I'm going to stay with this. I'm going to stay with this. What this is the Deviant Moon, of course. I'm like, this isn't Dark Mansion. What's going on here? Okay, yeah, so it's the Deviant Moon. So we did it backwards. No biggie. We do it however the universe wants us to do it. And then we'll just do the Dark Mansion in the next part. Alright, well let's look at this now. I need to shine some light on this situation over here. And change glasses so I can really see better. Well, I love that the sun is crowning you. That's one beautiful thing here. But we've got the Tower, we've got the 4 of Swords. You may be like recovering from this Tower energy as we go into this 4 of Swords. You may need to take a break. Some of you have really had it out with a soulmate energy. You really had it out with them. You really have gone through some kind of... If you notice how these two, and then this is similar to me. It looks like a similar image. Usually the sun is the baby in the field, in the sunflower field in the traditional tarot, but this one has the 2 people dancing together. It almost looks like, for some people, this looks like it's a bar too. Somebody's trying to pick her up in the bar. They got the drinks, and everything. So it could have been something that was said when you were in a group situation, a social situation, a bar, a restaurant, wedding. That you might have had a falling out with the soulmate, and it looks like it could be this Queen of Swords. Now, there's no gender in these readings, so this could be anybody. It's not necessarily queen meaning a female. That's true with all the core cards. There's no gender in this. Nine of Pentacles, though, your money seems to be rocking, and I see that really growing as we move over to the Ace of Pentacles over here. As far as this thing goes, you've really been coming through, and I feel like by the time we get to the end of this October, by the time we get into this eclipse season, Six of Cups, you're feeling like yourself. For some, there will be a reconciliation, but because that's what the Six of Cups can mean. You may run in, for some, you may run into them at some place where people are dancing, whatever that. I was saying, you know, nightclub, restaurant, you know, wedding. But where people are dancing, you may run into them or something like that. I don't know, though, coming out of the Tower, if that's necessarily a good thing. Other things with the Tower, though, and your full moon, see, that's something that's really coming to culmination. And I was definitely picking up that energy when I was tuning in here. The Seven of Swords... this is a really, I just want to look at this image here. This is a very odd image. I feel like it's saying here, if you decide to take somebody back that caused a Tower to happen in your life, you know, you may be setting yourself up for, you know, you're just setting yourself up for disaster, destruction, and something like that. Also, for some of you, there seems to be a younger person involved. So if that's the case, you don't want to keep, you know, messing kids around. If you have kids or they have kids, you know, and it's like, oh, we're getting back together, because that can really wreak havoc on younger people. And that's what it looks like. He doesn't know if are they coming or going, which ways things are going here. It's confusing. Okay. All right. So now this is the Dark Mansion. That was obviously. I like to break out these spooky decks on Halloween time, All Hallows Eve. Let's see here. What's going on? So in this one, we're going to find you. You are going to be the fire energy. So you're going to be the adult fire energy, the Knight, King, or Queen. Whoever shows up first. And then we're going to look at the cards surrounding you. So we left off with the Six of Cups up here. Reconciliation, things from the past. Sometimes feeling like your old self again is more the thing. Okay, we've got the Four of Pentacles. Cards are hard to grab. Five of Swords. Boy, sometimes I can't even get one. There we go. Queen of Cups. Page of Wands. We have the Page of Wands twice. Think about the kids. Think about the children. We got Ace of Pentacles twice. I like that for you guys. That means, you know, definitely some new beginnings, some money. But before you go, you know, getting into a bunch of drama, think about how it's going to affect your thing. Here you are as the Queen of Wands. Boy, these cards really are hard to get apart sometimes. Six of Swords, so that's you. We're going to look at the cards surrounding you. Six of Swords, Seven of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. There's two. It feels like there might be two here. Is there? Yeah, there is. Or not. Yeah, there was another one there. These are stuck. This is weird. I think these are going to be read together. Isn't that interesting? The Knight of Wands and the King of Pentacles. I mean, I could not get them apart. So there's other people to consider too, but these two I would say are closely related. And then the Five of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, so this one represents you. You are the Queen of Wands, regardless of your, you know, your gender or identity. That's you. So here's what you're surrounded by. You know, time to move forward, there's children all over this, though. I can't get past that. We've got the Six of Cups as the ending of this one. We've got the Page of Wands. We've got the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Wands. We've got, there's two children looks like on this boat here. And there's a child on this card, too. Yeah, and this one, look at this one. Don't drag your kids through, or maybe your partner's kids, or the person of your affection's kids through all bunch of crap that they don't need. That doesn't mean don't do it. Maybe you could work on it privately. Have secret dates if you're not sure if you're going to go back with somebody, because that does seem to be a lot of the thing here. If you're not sure if you're going to get back together, let's not go running and telling the kids, oh, we're getting back together, and then if it doesn't work out, they're just getting pushed me, pulled you, like they're unstable, there's instability, and then they feel, it does a number on them. So if that's something you're considering, maybe go date secretly or something like that. Does seem, but on the financial side, though, and there's a lot of people, too, not just children, because we've got people everywhere. And how these two are stuck together, I feel like the guides are coming through with it's a package deal. So for some of you, maybe you're involved with somebody and maybe you don't even like their child, or there's somebody here, or even their brother or something, but it's like, it's a package deal. If you want to deal with them, you got to deal with them. Because it's Pentacles, it could be money too, because we got the Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles twice. Nine of Pentacles was the first card out in the initial spread. King of Pentacles, this could be the captain of industry, some kind of a businessman or something like that. And, it could be like, well, if you want to work for him, you got to deal with his assistant even. It could be something like that. Maybe you don't get along with the assistant or something like that. But these two, come together. They work together. And it's a package deal. It's a package deal. That's all they keep saying about it. Yeah, there's a new opportunity. And this, for some of you, because this looks like a trophy case. There's another kid, there's a kid on this. And it looks like it's a trophy case. This is reminding me of maybe something that you wanted to do all the way back to your own childhood. It's like a long childhood dream or something like that could be coming true for you. You could finally get that opportunity. Is there bumps in the roads and potential obstacles? Yeah, there is. For some of you too, if you have left a soulmate relationship behind, sometimes with a soulmate relationships and you follow the Tower, it's like it was a karmic lesson and we're done doing that. We're not going to do that anymore. So it could be an actual ending, and it doesn't have to be a romantic partner. It could be a boss at work or something. A lot of times people we work with are soulmates on different levels. But now that you're free of that, you can really go in the direction you want. This could have really been impeding your, because Aries, you like to do your own thing. You're the trailblazer. Aries is that first sign of the zodiac. You're the individual. It's so weird, when I said individual, I heard the Pledge of Allegiance of America. Indivisible, what did I say? Indivisible with justice and for all. When I said individual, I heard that in my head. So I don't know if Pledge Allegiance. Well, I mean, I think of Pledge Allegiance. America, we said it in school every day. I don't know if there's controversy maybe over that now. I don't know if they do that anymore. But Pledge of Allegiance, let's just break that down and unpack that statement. Allegiance. Like, we're pledging an allegiance to each other. So there's allegiances that are being pledged. I would say that is also true. Once you get contact with this King of Pentacles, though, you're moving on from the past here, and this things are really going to take off here. And it's so funny. It looks like, oh, she's got the black cat and everything, doesn't it? It's not a broom, but right away what I thought of this card was, so there's a witch riding on a broom with a cat. So very much could be talking about, by the time we get into Halloween time, in the United States anyway, we celebrate Halloween on October 31st, All Hallows Eve. So I feel like that's making a reference to All Hallows Eve. Another thing is, because it's so close to him, if this is a timing reference, could be that you're going to meet him at some kind of a Halloween party or something like that, because those dancers were, standing out to me earlier in the reading. So maybe there's some kind of, the guides are coming through a shindig. Yeah, man, maybe there's a shindig happening, a Halloween shindig. So yeah, make sure you attend those Halloween shindigs, because you could make some powerful connections and maybe just have some fun. There was one more point I wanted to say. Oh, these grapes are standing out to me on him. There's some grapes in the background here. And maybe if there's some kind of a party at some kind of vineyard, this is kind of specific for somebody. If there's some kind of winery or vineyard doings going on or something, you should definitely attend, because there's important connections that are going to be made on whatever level. Maybe it's romantic, maybe it's financial. When I said romantic, I heard, isn't it romantic? That's an oldie but moldy, an old song from way back when. Yeah, so you're dealing with some people here. There's some greedy stuff showing up over here. We're looking up here, but I feel like you're moving on from that. I feel like, be the trailblazer that you are, Aries. Start those new beginnings. Purge whatever needs to be purged. There's never going to be a better time than your full moon every year. So you've got that full moon on the 9th. Do your purging, do your cleansing. Oh, I forgot the animal totem. We've got to do the animal totem. You cannot skip that. So we're still going to do our animal totem. let's get that real quick announcement, of course, that I am opening up for the 2023 year ahead readings. This is the most popular reading by far of all of them. Many of you order it every year. Again, I spaced it. I started them in late September, early October last year and spaced it out, and it was a lot more. I used to just do it, at first I just did it in December, and it was just completely overwhelming. So starting, around the beginning of October, that seems to work out well. Then everyone can get their reading, and I don't get, I'm not like dead meat from, trying to do them all, because I love doing them. And what it is I lay out the 4 quarters of the year with the tarot spread, and I look at your chart. There's going to be a bunch of astrology stuff coming up next year. So I'll look into that, how that might potentially, briefly. I don't run your chart, I'll just read out of the ephemeris, look at your birth data, and give you an idea about some of these big astrology transits. And then we go into a psychic tarot reading with the 4 quarters of the year, and then we pull an animal totem at the end. Okay, but anyways, check it out if you're interested. It'll be posted on my website by the time this video airs. Okay, let's get for Aries. What is your animal totem here for October? For Aries. The deer. The deer is about being real gentle and stuff. But the deer is also, another thing about the deer is, like if you step on a leaf, they're off. That you got this 8 of rods here. And that's that Aries, be ready to fiery act, act quickly. Okay, gentle, peaceful, sensitive soul, loving persuasion realizes desires. Pay attention to your surroundings, ready to act in an instant. Quiet introspect reveals the answers you seek. Pay attention to your surroundings, ready to act in an instant. That's going to be really key for you, Aries. All right, Aries, well, enjoy your full moon. Happy Halloween to everybody. Don't forget about the year ahead reading. We're going to start into this eclipse. It's at the end of the month, and it'll be rolling on into November, the second half of that eclipse. But it's still, we're gearing up for the eclipse season, so buckle up, buttercups. Alright, so if you're a Patreon subscriber, we're going to go ahead and there'll be 4 more additional cards put around from the Tarot del Fuego. Thank you so much for showing up for the reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do hit that subscribe button. It does tell YouTube that you do enjoy my content, and it also lets me know that you'd like me to continue doing these readings. Have a best month ever. Remember, your love and beauty incarnate, and we'll speak again soon.